Hello there, folks, and welcome to Quantum Quest Live. We are back for the first time, and I feel like it's 9 months at this point. And I'm just now realizing that I screwed something up because my Stream Deck is doing things that I don't want it to do. It's all right. I got it figured out. All right, we have got four players for our inaugural of the season episode of Quantum Quest Live. We've got myself, we've got my buddy Kev, my other buddy Dave, and my other buddy JJ. We're going to talk to them each a little bit more in depth over the course of this episode, which I think is probably going to run us about an hour. Hopefully, we get out of here before the storm hits and we lose power again 2 weeks in a row or anything like that. Knock on wood. We are doing something a little bit different this time around. All last season for Quantum Quest Live, what we were doing was playing your standard version of Quantum Quest, which is just a kind of like 20 card loop. And as you can see on the screen right now, what we've got is kind of like a plus shaped version of our map. And the reason that we're doing it that way is we kind of came up with a new mode that is a little bit, WWE wrestling inspired, and it's tag team. So we've got two people versus two people in this case, and one of each teammate is on opposite sort of ends of the ring, so to speak. We're going to figure out where people are going to start and who they're going to be up against to start. And we'll explain the rules as we go a little bit, but I did want to first open up with the teams. So on our left side, we've got, if I can get this thing coming up, we've got Dave and JJ representing Accounting Crows. You said you liked it. And then Kev and I are represented by this image over here, the Corporate Clique. All right. All right. So what we're gonna do is to determine who's gonna be on what alley, so to speak, and to determine who's gonna be going against which opponent. We're all going to roll, and when I say we, I mean me, for each of us. So just remember what your roll was, and the person who rolls highest gets to determine whether or not they want to be going from our little green entrance up here or our little blue entrance, and then the second highest will determine who their opponent is going to be on that track. So you'll see the blue entrance is kind of like the standard way that we usually play, but our green entrance is going to go over and around. And if you should land on one of the four intersect points, you switch which direction you're going. So if you were on this side here and you land here, you start going on this path instead. So it's going to be crazy. We're going to see how messy it is, but it ought to be fun too. No, you do not have to do that. I'm doing it all here because I think on the Discord we couldn't get the dice roller to sit outside of Discord, and I can't see it typically. If we can figure that out later, I'm all about it. Let's see. So Bless says, "Damn, Dave kicked me out of Accounting Crows because they're fiscal buttons." We need to have the three person tag team next. All right, so this is going to be my roll. So I've got a 7. Kev, I'm going to roll for you next. You've got a 7. Dave, this is your roll. You got a 7. All right, so JJ, you're going to be the one who decides which of the two things you want first. You got the tracks, and Matt says we got to hydrate. That is correct. Matt, I don't have booze up here to drink, but the other guys, they're free to do it if they like. All right, so my second roll is a 9. Kev, your second roll is a 7. And Dave, yours is a 3. So I'm the one who gets to pick the whatever JJ doesn't pick. So it's the same amount of cards both times, but yeah, it's just the angle, and the starting card for both is exactly the same. Alrighty. What'd you say, Randy?
Am I supposed to hear them?
On there, yes. If you don't, let me know. Could could you guys give me a sound check real quick? I'm gonna make sure that Rihanna can hear you. Really?
Yep.
Give me 1 second. Kind of important. Let's see. All right, try again. Kev, give me a sound check.
Sound check 1 2 1 2.
Yep, she can hear you now. Perfect. Thank you. All right, so Gerard is going to pick me, and then Gerard, let's see. If I'm red and you're green, let's move.
Who's Gerard?
Oh, I'm sorry, JJ. That's the problem with having it inconsistent in the beginning. So we're going to move Dave up here. I broke kayfabe. All right, and then let's let Kevin, Dave. Let's determine which of you two is going to go first. We're going to roll 2 more dice, and whichever one of you rolls first is going to go first, and then we'll just go clockwise from there. So Kev, you're getting a 7. Dave, you're getting a 5. So Kev, we're going to start with you. So let's get ready. Just so everybody knows, we're going to go around both loops one time before we go into the introductions for our players. All right, let's do Kev. We're going to roll for you. So you've got a 5, and let's see if I can get this right. So we're going to select your player and move. It would help if I was on the right thing. Zoom in a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're already moving into our track.
Hell yeah.
So let's go to the Chamber Legend real quick, and that is going to be card 6 that we're going to unveil. And that is the Red Dragon Lair. So you need 5 mana and a warrior to get it. This is 1 adventure. It takes 3 damage. If the player does not have a warrior, 1 adventure takes 2 additional. Mass says Flaming Dwagon. So let's do.
Do I have a? I forget my guys. Do I have a warrior?
We're gonna do a zoom on your stuff. So you do have a warrior.
Then and how much mana do I have?
You have 9.
Okay, then I will buy it.
All right, so I've got you down to 4 mana, and let's grab this guy right here so that we can do the brushy. Oh, it's been so long. So I think we have to use the token slayer. Oh, not the chamber slayer, the chamber legend. And we need to be on the token layer, and we need to drop that down there. All right, so Dave, I'm going to roll for you next. So Dave, you've got 10. So let's real quick mention that for everybody out there listening, when we do house rules, typically we are doing, you gain a mana when you get doubles. So we're going to start off by giving Dave a mana so that we don't forget. Bless says, what is Flaming Dwagon? Okay, so we're going to select and move. Why are you fighting with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay, I got a Kev subscribe. 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we're going to move you down here, Dave. And let's go to our Chamber Legend again. So that is card 29. There's a lot more cards now. So for here, we've got a curse. So the player loses the closest of the chambers they own if it's within 3 spaces of their party. One of their adventurers takes 2 damage. So you're okay, Dave. Alright. So JJ, it's going to be you next. So we've got a 9 for you. So let's do select to make sure we've got you. Matt said, what the heck? His showed up, but not mine. Oh, yeah, I don't know, Matt. That was kind of weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So over here, Chamber Legend again. I think that's 10. Oh, we just hit 2 curses in a row, but again, JJ, you don't have a chamber yet. This one is player chooses one of the rooms, they lose control of that room. That's kind of an easier one of the one that Dave just hit. So then let's do me. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 8. Alright, so that is Rolling Fireball. Let's go over to my stuff and see if I have a thief. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Alright. Lucky me. So, that one's an expensive one, though. That's 4 mana, so I'm down to 6 now. Oh, Matt said, also make sure if you got Prime subs, you use them for the channel if you like and support this fine gentleman and his content. Thanks, Matt. Alright, so let's grab a token layer and Bless says, I like the new board layout. Do you get to choose which way you go? So you start in like the different tracks, and then if you land like where Kev landed, you end up switching orientation. So next turn, Kev is going to go this way, even though he started going that way. So let's see, I gotta find that token layer. Dink. Alright, so Kev, this is going to be your roll.
Let's go.
So you got an 8. So again, you are on our track now. So select you. I got to remember to select the Photoshop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you are back to moving on
Hell
your
yeah.
own track.
Just
all right.
taking the long way around, baby.
All right. So let's see. Pickledorf said, gave my first mana as a die 4 roll and select a number for each player. Alright, so let's do that. So we'll do that roll didn't count yet. We're gonna do 1 for me, 2 for Kev, 3 for Dave, 4 for JJ. Oh, it'll be this one. Alright, so JJ gets a mana. Matt has decided to sponsor. Yes. Alright, so let's real quick, let's go to this Chamber Legend. Let's see what Kev unlocked. Kev got Chamber 14, which is a Trap Chamber. Now, Kev, I don't think that you have a Mage. Thank you for the subscription! And Dave got a mana too because his mom made us cookies. She gave Rihanna cookies. My apologies.
So much confetti on the screen.
Yes, absolutely right. All right, so again, Kev, you landed on Lightning Spire. You do not have a mage, so you have to choose to either deal 2 damage to one adventurer or lose 2 mana. And you do have a cleric, so you can do the you can heal yourself. Yeah.
Let's use that and only do 1 damage to Marin.
I gotta make sure. so we're going to do one to Marin, our little Michelangelo gremlin. Yeah, because you have 2 warriors. Alright, so you're back to going in that direction. Dave, let's do your roll. So, doubles again. Dave is rolling in mana.
I only hope that leads to his quick demise.
Alright, so let's do Chamber Layer. I feel like I should just hit this first because it kind of unlocks that for me. 31. Select and move. So, oop. I don't know why, but Photoshop doesn't like me today. Alright, so Dave, you landed on Abyssal Shade. This is a monster chamber that deals 1 damage to one of your adventurers. If you don't have a cleric in your party, the adventurer takes an additional damage and you lose your next turn. But every one of us has a cleric, so you can buy this chamber if you want to for just 2 mana. Okay. So we're going to go into the token layer. Throw that on there for Dave. And we'll take away 2 mana. Okay, and we're going to roll for JJ. Alright, JJ, you got a 4, so let's select your character real quick. Alright, so you're going to be on the same track with Kev. So you just landed on the same thing that he just did, which was Lightning Spire. Let's see if you have a mage. I can't remember if you do. And you do have a mage, so you would be able to buy this if you want. If you don't buy it, this one is 2 damage to one of your adventurers, or you lose 2 mana.
Oh, we'll buy it.
Alrighty. So JJ was kicking himself after the last game because he's very math-minded, and it came down to like the last play of the game, so he's looking for vengeance.
We misallocated resources over here.
Alright, so you guys are both going that way with Dave, and I am running on my own track over here. So let's do a roll.
So now, if no one's on your track,
I mean, if no one's on my track, then no one's on that track at all. I just have an opportunity to get a lot of property quicker on this track.
right.
So I got a 9. So let's select my player and we'll move a little bit. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to do the Chamber Legend. So that is number 17. And that is the Crusher. And let's see, do I have a warrior? No warrior, so I'm taking some damage here. My least healthy hero has 2 or less health. Kill that adventurer. If my least healthy hero has 3 or more, deal 1 damage. And that nerdy Kev says we all need to hydrate. Booze, he says. Thank you. I've got a water wench in my room.
Do you want some nepotism,
Nepotism,
Anna?
man? No, I'm okay. Maybe later you can give me some nepotism health. Alright, so my least healthy has 3, so they'll stay alive, and I'm going to use my cleric token to make sure that doesn't happen. Alright, so no room for me. Kev, it's going to be your roll now. So doubles for you, so let's give you your mana first, otherwise I will forget. Not 54. Alright, and then let's select your character. And let's move you. So you just missed the curse and Dave's room. So we're going to be giving you room 30, or unlocking 30, I should say. I'm working on a sponsorship with Garage Beard. Don't you hear me, Jason Kelsey? Alright, so this is one that you can buy, Kev. This is Hydrafly Nest. Kind of a weak one. It's claimable by any class. One adventurer takes 1 damage. The next turn, they subtract 1 from the next from their movement roll.
You know me. I buy.
You buy everything. Ride or die and buy. Alright, let's do this. And let's go up to our token layer. I need to invest in the XL version of the Stream Deck so that I can just have like 20 buttons going on at the same time. Dave, you also got doubles, so let's give you your mana.
Do you have the app and an iPad?
I do, and the iPad kind of makes sense. I should probably just throw it up on like a... I think in the other room I have like a sheet music stand, and that would be perfect for that. Good thinking. Alright, so Dave, you're moving up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, so you're right here in this middle spot.
I already hear the thunder, guys.
You're already hearing the thunder?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Let's turn that legend off. I forgot about that. So, Dave, you landed in the Archlich's lair. You have a cleric, so you'll be able to buy it. This is deal 1 damage to an adventurer of every available class, or you can buy it for 4 mana. Okay. Token layer. JJ, we're going to roll for you. So you got 9. So let's select your character. I said select his character, please. So you are safe on your buddy space. Here's the question, you guys. We didn't establish this. When you land on your partner's chamber, you don't take damage, right? I think that's only fair.
I would, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
unless you're doing some sort of accidental thing, like maybe if there's 3 of you on there.
Well, there's 3. What, you mean 3 people on this space?
Yeah, like so maybe if it's my room and you're on it, but then like JJ also gets on it. I don't know. Yeah. Wait, no, maybe I'm on it, JJ's on it, and then you land on it. It's like an accidental like a tag team match.
I say we keep it as a house rule for our next attempt at this, but in the meantime, we'll make it friendly fire is off. If everybody's okay with that. I would assume everybody's okay with that. Okay. So I'm going to be moving 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and everybody is on the same track now.
Hell yeah.
So I just did chamber 4. Let's turn the legend off. This is another mage chamber. I don't think I have a mage, right? No, I do have a mage. Alright, so we're okay. And this one costs 2, so I'm not even going to do anything with my mana, because passing the entrance made it so that I would have got 2. So this one would have been, if the player has less than 10 mana, 1 adventurer takes 1 damage. If the player has 10 or more mana, 1 adventurer takes 2 damage. So, okay, we're going to go to Kev. Kev, just 3 for you. We'll zoom. 1, 2, 3. And the Chamber Legend says that's 33. Alright, so this is a trapped chamber that needs a warrior, and you have a warrior, and you have enough mana to buy it. One adventurer takes... One adventurer takes 2 damage. Next turn, the player only rolls 1 die to move. So let's go back up to the token layer real quick. Throw that on there. And let's change your mana to 1. Dave's up next. I think Dave's going to be the second person to pass the entrance. Alright, Dave with his doubles. So let's give him 10, since he's going to pass the entrance. is yellow. How do you do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's unlocking these middle guys. And that one. What the crap just happened? I have no idea what just happened. Everyone saw that the. What'd you say, Dave?
Why did I go 10? I think I rolled 2 3s.
Well, that's the. That's one of the important things. The other important thing is that I changed the look of my stupid thing, and I don't know how. Alright, so Chamber Legend 23. Alright, so this is the Vengeful Titan. Dave, do you remember if you have a warrior?
I do.
You do. Alright, so this one's an expensive one. This one is 5 mana, but this one dishes out damage like crazy. This is 1 adventure, it takes 4 damage. I'm gonna guess that's a buy.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Alright, someone look up how to change the window color to not this ugly gray. Alright, so 2 of us have passed the entrance. Okay, JJ, you're up next, so let's do a roll for you. Alright, we got 9. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to go on the opposite track. You landed on. That one's Kev's, or is that one mine? I can't remember who's who. That's Kev's.
I'm
All right.
blue.
Yep. So let's give Gerard his mana first before I forget. All right. So Kev, he landed on Red Dragon's Lair. And that's 1 adventure, it takes 3 damage. If he doesn't have a warrior, an adventure, it takes an additional 2 damage. So, I think. No warrior, so in theory, we got our first death of the game here.
So 1 adventure takes how much damage?
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll deal it to Robin Hood.
Alright, see you, Robin of Locksley. Our first death of the game.
Unless, does JJ have a point with the cleric?
Oh, he does. So, JJ, if you want, you can keep Robin Hood alive.
I mean, why wouldn't I do that?
I mean, if you thought that there was a better reason to use that later, but, like, we're so early in the game, you might land on a Thief Chamber, and I feel like it would probably be a good idea to keep him around.
All right, then.
Alright, so let's go to our token layer and get rid of that cleric token. Okay, and I already gave you your mana, right?
Yeah,
Me?
you said
Yes, you did.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so my roll, gonna move 3, and so we have an important question to ask. Are we gonna do the house rule where when you land on the entrance you get an extra mana, or we just do it in 2 for passing?
I think if you land on it, you get an extra one.
Do our opponents agree? Okay. Matt says, extra, extra! Matt says, no die potato. Die potato! That was for you,
Listen,
man.
I just need to. I'm hoping that I land on something so I get some more mana here.
It's true.
I think
All right.
you only give yourself 1, because didn't you not give yourself 2? Because you were going to cross. You bought that chamber.
No, I didn't get the 2 from this entrance over here, but I just
from
landed
the
on
other
the 1.
entrance. Okay, yeah.
Yep. Alright, so Kev, you are going to be moving 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we're entrance buddies, and you just got yourself some more mana, too.
Yeah. No longer.
Alrighty,
mana
so
poor.
Rihanna said that Kev can have a mana as well, so Kev just went from 1 to 5.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And Matt said we are also doing a GoFundMe for a better mic for Megat. All right, so let's go for. Did everybody pass the entrance, or did? Yeah, everybody passed the entrance, right? Their
Mm-hmm.
respective entrances. So let's take a little 2 minute break. We're going to go over to look at Kev's characters and let Kev chat a little bit about himself, assuming it works and it comes through and everything is hunky dory. All right. So give me 1 second, Kev. I just want to make sure that the Discord thing is doing what it's supposed to. All right, it should be. So they should be able to hear you. We'll talk about your characters real quick. So Kev has three characters still alive in the game right now. He's got a gremlin monk named Marin Dath, who's kind of inspired by Michelangelo of the Ninja Turtles. He's got Pyfa Duran, who's a kobold protector, so she's a cleric. When she dies, the player may move the party to the entrance of the dungeon without collecting 2 mana. And then he's got Volin Lightfoot, who is kind of like the star of the show in the Quantum Quest novelization. So you got a fine bunch of characters. But we want to learn a little bit more about you.
Lightfoot is also from the Kickstarter video, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he's the one who's getting like grabbed by the spectral hand and everything. But let's hear a little bit more about you. You got a lot going on. Let's tell us what you do and what you're about.
Some may say I have too much going on, but anyway, the main thing I'll stick with is podcaster. Is one of the many plates that I spin. I host one show, co-host two others. I'm the host of Everything Is Awesome, a interview comedy show that is somewhat weekly right now, though we're probably going to be spinning into our summer hiatus, except for the fact that I have so much of a backlog. You will still be getting content, just old content through the summer. We are also very shortly hitting July 1st will mark 18 years since I started podcasting. So my podcasting career can now vote and smoke legally. But I also co-host two other shows, Avatar State Radio, which I do with Mike here, where we sit down and we don't talk about Blue Cats, but we do talk about The Last Airbender. Mike is well versed in the IP, having consumed everything at least in a visual acting medium, right?
What was that?
You've seen all like the cartoons and all the movies and all the live.
Well, and there are no movies yet. But
sir, we sat down and watched one.
There are no movies, and you'll appreciate that even more as you get into season 2. But the only thing that I haven't really done is the games, including the tabletop game and the comics. Rhianna's got the graphic novels, but I haven't dived into them yet.
And I'm excited to dive into some of that stuff once we kind of get caught up on everything. But that's many moons from now. Anyway, that's a fun one if you are into Avatar: The Last Airbender. And if you're listening to this because you love Philadelphia sports and Philadelphia culture, and I'll let someone else talk more about this show, but I also co-host Get 'em Next Year, the heart and soul of Philly sports. You can find us on getemnextyear.com, avatarstateradio.com, and awesomepodcast.com, or thatnerdykev.com should also point you to all those places. You can also find me on any social media that I'm active on at thatnerdykev, most active on Twitter at thatnerdykev, and Blue Sky at thatnerdykev.gobirds.online, I think is how that goes.
So Kev was talking about confetti before. That was a lot of confetti. All right, so where did we leave off? I think it's JJ's turn, right?
Shit, hold on.
Let's see.
There we go.
Or Dave, did we move you yet? I think we ended with Kev landing on the entrance. He was the last person, so it's actually Dave. So, Dave, we're rolling for you. We got an 11 for you. Let's see what we got here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Dave, you got another one in your little corner over here. That's 32. Alright, so this is a special card. We're going to roll a die. If it lands on an even number, Dave gets to restore up to 3 health to an adventurer. If it lands on an odd number, he has to sacrifice one of his adventurers. So this is a nasty one, potentially. So we're going to get rid of a die, and we're just going to let it roll. What's that, Kev?
I was going to say, which one are you doing, left or right? But you can just do one.
Yeah. When I click it, it's just going to go to one die, and I think roll on its own. Or not. So. Alright, so Dave, you're still alive. Did any of your adventurers even take damage yet? No, you're perfectly fine. So all that did was keep you alive. Alright, so we're going to get JJ's roll going. So doubles for JJ. Let's move JJ around. So, JJ, you're going to be moving on the other track. You're the only one moving on this track now. And I think you landed on your own space, so that's good. And then next turn, you'll be back on the track that everybody else is on. So this is my stuff. So I'm moving 11. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And Kev, thank you for having a room down there to save my life. Kev, this is your roll, so you got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is a new one that we're going to be playing with over here. This one is 27. Alright, this one is Poison Mist Chamber. Oh, Kev, you're like the thiefiest person I know, and you don't have a thief. Now, the good news is you do have a cleric, so next turn you will not be taking an additional damage, but every one of your guys is taking a damage.
No. It's alright.
Yeah, that's not the worst card on the screen at all.
Right. I have a I think a hearty lot there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get a roll going for Dave. So Dave, we got 5 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one unveiled. That one is 35. All right, this one's an easy one. This one is a 2 mana chamber that anybody could buy, and it deals 1 damage to 2 adventurers. What are we thinking, Dave? We buying that? So, minus 2 mana for Dave. Okay, and back to JJ. Alright, so we got 3 for JJ. 2 and 3. So I think you landed on this one early on, JJ, but you didn't have a chamber at the time. Unfortunately, now you do, and it's going to proc against you as well. The player loses the closest of the chambers they own, and it's within 3 spaces from your party, so one of your adventurers is going to take 2 damage. It's a nasty one. So you are the one who gets to determine that, though, so you can figure out which one of these guys.
Whoever has the most.
So we'll deal it to Perth. So you've got a couple of things. Just about everything on here has a power for you. We'll spend a little bit of time here just because I don't want you to lose an option to use any of their powers or anything. When Perth dies, all other adventurers in the party regain a hit point. When Narralindra is drawn, place 2 tokens on her. We're not going to do the tokens, we'll just remember. At the cost of 1 token, the player may move their party to any room they currently own. And then with Robin Hood, you can deal a damage to Robin Hood. The player with the highest mana loses 1 mana, and the player with the lowest mana gains 1 mana. Let's go a mic roll. 8. And Rihanna says JJ can have mana. I rolled an 8 for myself. Is that where I am? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. And I don't have a warrior, I don't think, right? Jesus. Player has 2 or more adventurers. One of them takes 3 damage. So, let's do it to... Let's do it to our cleric. I have a character who has a power as well, and I usually don't feature myself on any of these. So when Kasakaris player rolls either a 2 or a 12, they may choose 1, gain 2 mana instead of 1, or spend 2 mana to reroll your move. So that's a fun one. Alrighty, Kev.
Now the question is, have you been paying attention to that?
Absolutely not. Kev, we got 6 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're safe on your own room.
Hell yeah.
Dave. Got 9 for you. I said. So remember, we're going to give you 2 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you landed on JJ's old room. That is 4 mana. Do you have a mage, Dave? No, you do not. So you're going to take a little bit of damage there. Let's give you your mana. Well, real quick, because I think that one can affect mana. We'll let you decide. Choose to either deal 2 damage to one adventure or lose 2 mana.
Do damage.
Okay. So let's give you your mana. And 2 damage to one of your guys. And you do have your healing token, so it could be just 1 if you want it.
Yeah, do 1 to
Okay. Our dog? The funny thing is, the adventurer came about before our dog did. That's how old this game is now. Okay, we're going to do a JJ move. Okay, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now he's taking the reward of having 3 mana. I think we need to go a little bit further before we can go to our next feature. But so 9 for me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I do have a thief. Oh my god! So I will be buying that. Because that's a nasty room. Alright, so I passed the entrance, so I'll just take away 3 mana. Okay, 1 for you. Oh, it was 4. Twice. 2, 3, 4. So you're landing on Dave's. This one is 2 adventurers take 1 damage. So Dave, you get to decide which of Kev's adventurers are taking a damage each.
all in. And I'm
Okay. And Dave, it's going to be your turn next. So you got doubles. Let's make sure that we get that in there before I forget. You. 8 spaces. We got to give you the extra mana anyway. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is the one that we almost showed off earlier. 26.
I'm yellow.
You sure are. Don't mind me. Alright, so we were all on this one, so you should be moving this way now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you are on chamber 2. Chamber 2 is a blessing. This is the potion cache. You can either restore 1 health to an adventure or gain 1 mana. And you're already getting 2 anyway.
Mana.
Okay. So you are up to 9 mana. Okay, JJ. So 9 for JJ. I think after this round we've all gone around again. So we'll do the other feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So another one that we have not seen yet. That one's 28. Alright, this is Ironbark Arborescent. This can be claimed by clerics or thieves, and you've got both of them, JJ. So this one is 1 adventurer takes 1 damage. Next turn, the player loses their turn unless they sacrifice an adventurer. Would you like to buy it, sir?
Yeah.
He's swimming in mana.
Yes, he is. Okay, and let's change the mana down here to 10. And Dave, do you want a feature spot, or do you want to pass that over to JJ? Okay. JJ, let's head over to your little screen over here. So JJ's got those 3 characters that we were looking at earlier, but we've already spent some time with that. Let's talk to the man himself. JJ, what can you tell us about yourself and the projects you've got going on?
Oh boy. Well, as Kev alluded to, and I'm going to throw it back to him because he'll give the socials better than I ever could. That's why we keep him around. I am the host of Get 'em Next Year. It's a nice balance because Kev is kind of the everyman Philly sports fan, and I am way too into the numbers and the business of sports. So we play off each other rather well. 1 episode a week this time of year, but as soon as football ramps back up, we'll go back to 2. I also have a show on that same channel, and again, Kev will let you know where to find us, specifically about pro wrestling, which I think might have more of a cross-section with this audience. It's called Mark Off. It is once a month. I've got 2 regular panelists, and then we rotate in some other guys. I'm just the host. I'm not the world's biggest pro wrestling fan. Dare I say, the 3 of you are probably more knowledgeable and more versed than I am, but I do the best I can. Right now I am multitasking with the NHL draft is tomorrow night. I will have something up on our website as soon as the Flyers find a way to screw up their pick, and I will also be yelling about it on the void that is the internet. When are we doing that? That'll be next Thursday, Kev?
Yeah?
Next flagships. We're not doing a special for me to yell about the draft, right?
I mean, unless you want to.
Well, let's see what they do first. But anyway, Kev, do me a favor. Tell them where they can find us other than get'emnextyear.com. Find us on Discord. Kev will tell you what it is.
Yeah.
He knows it by the off the top of his head.
Yeah, so you can find us on Discord. The best place to find that channel is bit.ly/GENY Discord. That's bit.ly/GENY Discord. We have a great time there. It was actually very active yesterday during the NBA draft. Everybody was going off on that while I was playing with AI videos. Anyway, you can also find us on this social media at Get 'em Next Year. That's at GETEM Next Year on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. And then you can find us at Get 'em Next Year Pod. That's at GETEM Next Year Pod on Instagram and Threads. But quite honestly, I implore you, if you're going to follow us anywhere, it's on the Discord, because you'll have a much better time interacting not only with the hosts, which is not only JJ and I, there's also Tiles and Charlie Lancaster, who grace our presence whenever they can. Us 4 and the whole community we have built We have a couple diehards that have joined that Discord, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Join us there.
If
bit.ly/GENY Discord.
That's why I keep him around. If you want to watch someone literally lose their mind in real time tomorrow evening around 7:25, I highly recommend that Discord. Go to the Gritty's Chaos Corner channel, which is our Flyers channel, and you will be able to interact with me in real time as I lose my mind.
And that's teamwork. That's
Yeah.
that's two guys on opposite sides of the QQ board coming together to make some magic happen.
Sorry to cut you off there, Mike. The contents of most of that chat not safe for life, not family friendly. I repeat, do not put your 8-year-old in there because I say things that I'm really trying not to say right now.
I should also preface, that's a great point, JJ, that definitely get them next year. That is one of the most explicit shows I'm part of, even though it's not terrible, but that's probably the loosest language show. But generally speaking, I think anyone that's doing anything that's not part of this right now is probably swings a little PG-13 to rated R.
Remember, Wu-Tang is for the children.
All right, we are back on the QQ train. We are going to roll for me. I got doubles, so let's. Matt says, "Protect your neck, Kev. I want you to know that even though luckily I have no desire to eat wise carrots and peas, your sage advice of never eating their leftovers is ingrained in my brain." All right, real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so this is really nice for me because I have Casakara, and I get to determine. I get the extra mana for rolling doubles, and I'm not going to re-roll. So I get 2 mana for that. I get 2 mana for reaching the entrance, and I get a mana for landing on it directly. So I think that's the most mana that we've ever seen gained in one turn of Quantum Quest.
I will say to Pickledorf's comment that, yeah, right now you're not going to want to finish that food off, but once there's solid food involved, you're going to, like, when he's eating chicken fingers, you might want to polish those bad boys off. And listen, as a fat guy, don't.
It's a whole, like, I don't want to waste it kind of situation. Matt said months away from
We
chicken
grew
nuggets.
up in that generation, right? Like, where, oh, you can't waste food, and that's why I don't. That's why I eat it, because I don't want my kids to think they have to.
Oh, I still feel that way, right? Like, I would still be all about that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, Kev, you landed on my little chamber over here, so you're safe, and you get your 2 mana for passing the entrance.
What's the mushroom story?
Mike, tell the mushroom story. So when I was growing up, I still don't like them. I don't enjoy mushrooms. I feel like in a previous life I must have eaten them and died. And my grandfather, when we were kind of like halfway living at his house, told me that I wasn't allowed to leave the kitchen table until I ate my mushrooms. And part of it wasn't even like, mushrooms don't really have a flavor or anything. Like, they're just, it hits like a reptile part of my brain. Yeah, and it's the consistency, right? Like, I don't like the consistency of them.
Texture.
Yeah, and I refused to eat those mushrooms, and I stayed at the kitchen table and just fell asleep at the kitchen table that night.
I am the same way. I have eaten them once because I accidentally at a hibachi said yes because I didn't realize what was going on, and then I felt bad not eating them. So I ate them, and they weren't terrible, but like, I don't know, I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, I like your palate changes and everything, but again, it's the reptile part of my brain that's like, nope, not gonna do it. Dave, so we've landed on another mage portal, so this is one that you cannot purchase your way out of. This is the demon portal. The player chooses one of the mages in their party who takes 2 damage. If they have no mages, which you don't, only one of your adventurers takes the damage. So, not too shabby.
Man, you're gonna ruin the number of the beast there.
Poor Luna. Dave is like one of the taller people that we know, and he's got nothing but shorties.
I also am surprised that like he didn't get something incredibly terrible for having the 666 there for as long as he did.
That's very true. All right, we're giving JJ a bonus, and let's see where the heck he is. All right, so down here with 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so this is the chamber that I couldn't buy earlier. This is a warrior chamber. And JJ, I don't believe that you have a warrior either, so you're going to take a walloping on this one as well. This one is, if the player has 2 or more adventurers, one of them takes 3 damage. So unfortunately, I think one of your characters got to go.
Give me a zoom.
Give you a zoom. What am I? Oh, even more of a zoom.
No, you're good there. I'm on a delay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta remember we're delayed.
That's true.
I'm actually
Okay.
on 2 screens and I'm like double
Yep.
delayed.
Kill Perth
Okay. And
so
then
that I can get
everybody
the
else.
boost. So I can get the boost.
There you go. That's smart thinking. That's why you're the numbers guy.
I think Dave's the numbers guy. I'm just numbers adjacent.
All right. So let's go into your characters. I guess it's on the bottom. First adventure flipped of the evening. All right. It's going to be my roll. So I got 10. So another.
Oh,
mana.
you look at it.
What was that?
Go to that Discord Kev keeps talking about, and you can hear me lose my mind in real time.
Select. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that's a rough one. All right, I'm gonna lose this chamber up here, and I'm gonna take some damage. And that was a nice chamber to have too. All right, so one of their adventurers takes 2 damage. So that was a cleric chamber, or a thief chamber. Let's do. We're gonna take the risk.
What state is home to 2 Eastern Time Zone D cities with over 100,000 people?
Wouldn't it be New York? Okay, we're rolling for you.
Oh, wow. I would have never.
Which one was it?
Michigan, Detroit, and Dearborn.
Ah, yeah, you would have never thought with Dearborn.
Never in a million years.
Alright, Kev, you landed on my chamber, so you're safe.
Hell yeah.
Dave, we're rolling for you next. So we got a 9 for Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the last intersect point. That is number Nope, that is number 16. Alright, Dave. This one features Kev on the card.
Hell yeah.
And Dave does have warriors, and this is a very cheap cost card. So this
Buy it.
is
Don't buy it.
this is snare trap. 1 adventure takes 1 damage. If the player has 4 or more adventures in their party, they lose their next turn. Let's for the sake of what these cards are, typically, the general game, like the standard game, is played with 5 adventurers, but we play it with 3 so that we can move things along. Let's make it for this game tonight. If you have 3 or more adventures in the party, they lose their next turn.
Okay.
So, Dave, what do you think? You gonna buy that guy? Alrighty. Team is down to 8 now.
We need to find a way that we can steal people's rooms.
It's true. Well, I mean, if you have enough mana, like the ultimate mana spells, of course we don't have anything written here, but JJ is going to be moving 7. Don't forget, we got to give him some mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Didn't we? I thought we already unveiled this guy.
No, I feel like that one card has been skipped so many times.
Alright, 26. Pit Trap. Oh, you know what it was? I moved you instead of Dave that one time. Alright, so that's a Thief Chamber. You still have your Thief, JJ, because Robin Hood is still alive. This one is 1 adventure, it takes 1 damage. The player loses their next turn. That is 2 mana if you would like to buy it.
I mean, how many mana do I have? I think I have to.
Yeah. Plus, there's that one card on here that actually will deal more damage if you have mana, so it's probably a good idea to have it. Alright. A Michael roll. 7. Where is I?
Alright,
2,
listen,
3, 4.
don't take this the wrong way, but I need all 3 of you because we're all fats. What year did Pizza Hut begin selling the Pizzone?
That's got to be like late 90s or early 2000s for sure.
I need to put in a guess, and it has to be close. Got 15 seconds.
2001.
2004.
Dave?
99.
We're going to take the average and say 2002. Oh, 2002 on the nose!
Nice.
Alright, Kev, we are moving you 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Kev. Kev, one of your guys is about to die.
No, impossible.
Alright, Dave, 5 damage to one of Kev's characters.
The guy that has 5 lives.
Alright,
No.
bye, Vaughn. Bye, face of the game.
No, not him. It's alright.
Alrighty.
I have another warrior. It's cool.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to be rolling for Dave next. 7 for Dave. Oh, you know what? You were here, right, Dave? So we are moving you up because you were on that track, I think, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you landed on your own chamber, so you are safe. And let's give you your mana. How do you guys feel about the tag team mode? I feel like it would go a lot faster in like an actual table, but
Yeah, I like it. I definitely think that we need to I think you could think about other rules to incorporate here, like
Right.
when me and Dave are on the same spot, or
Right.
when there are like a double team on one spot. Like there's 3 of them. I think there's some cool rules that you can incorporate like the wrestling world into somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
There should be a way for teammates to transfer assets
Ooh, I love
somehow.
that. Yeah, I like
But
that.
maybe a space on the board. It allows swapping of mana or even
You can even
cards.
do it like when you guys are passing one another if that happens or something.
Yeah, something like that. Just something to think about.
Or if 2 players, like teammates, land on the same spot, you can transfer mana or even health or something.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a fun mechanic. Let's see, so 7 for me. So I think I was going up and down, so now I'm going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that one is 11. And that
Total
is-
episodes of the original Fox run of Mad TV.
Oh God.
334.
I couldn't even. I don't even.
There's
know.
no way. You think?
Yeah, I think there was a lot.
I think they were on for 9 to 10 seasons.
Okay, well, 10 seasons.
I think it was more than the 20 episodes or 24 episodes or whatever.
Yeah,
I think it's up there.
I'm gonna say it. 334. 24 for the clock to tick down. Clearly, I'm multitasking, as you can hear. I also have highlights playing of the draft picks that are going to happen tomorrow.
Kev, you got
Oh,
9
what are
going
we
for me.
doing here, boys?
What
I'm
are we
paying
doing
attention to a sports book right now.
321. Good guess.
here? Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm
7, 8, 9. Safe on your own spot, Kev.
I'm 2 innings away from winning my bet.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, 11 for you, Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, your special space. Alright, we're going to roll 1 die for you again, Dave. Alrighty. So, you got to heal up to 3 health to an adventurer.
Son of a bitch. I mean, son of a
Only the
boy.
one's taking damage.
What'd you say, Dave?
And only the first one's taking damage.
Phew!
So I think
Dave is the one to beat.
He has so much health.
Oh god. Alright, JJ. Yeah, Dave was already one of the sturdiest players on the board. So 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's you, Dave, right? So safe on your buddy's spot. Okay, this is me. 9 for me as well. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, those are
5,
some
6,
good
7,
logos.
8, 9. I mean, clearly AI made, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
that's gonna be
Total
20.
U.S. state capitals with a population of over 100,000 people. Phew.
Yeah, that one's kind of tough. 23. I feel like that's low.
I'm gonna go 37
In a row?
in a row.
You had that in the back of your head. That was locked and loaded.
I'm going to say 32 and split the middle.
3 for Kev.
Oh, God.
Hey, Kev, you're all right. You landed on your own space.
Yeah, though I would like to buy more real estate.
That's true.
31.
Nice. All right, 3 for Dave. Dave lands on his own space. 3 for JJ. JJ unlocks a new space. Let's see what JJ unlocks. One is 22. Alright, that's a special. So, JJ, you can restore 2 health to one of your adventurers and lose 2 mana, or you can gain 2 mana and deal 2 damage to one of your adventurers.
Did I just pick up mana for going past?
Yeah, so you just got 2 from here, so you can either get 4 and deal 2 damage, or you can lose no mana and heal 2 health.
We're gonna heal.
Okay. So, no mana. Which, well, I guess Robin Hood's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Rolling for myself again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unveiling another one. I think that is Chamber 5. And this is Enraging Aura. I don't think, do I have a warrior? Nope. Alrighty. If the player has a warrior, one adventurer takes 2. If the player has no warrior, one adventurer takes 1 damage. So, kind of good that I don't have a warrior. Sort of. Okay, we're going to be moving 7 for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you also landed on the same thing that JJ just landed on. This was the Mysterious Merchant. You can basically take 4 mana and deal 2 damage, or you can gain no mana and you can heal 2 health.
Let's heal some health.
Okay. So you've got both of these can either one of these can be brought up to 5.
Let's bring. Let's Marin.
Okay. Trying to make use of Pytha's ability if she dies.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another one to unveil. That's 25. Alright, so Dave, this is a Thief Chamber. This is Shadow Door. One adventurer takes 1 damage. If the player does not have a thief in their party, move them ahead 3 spaces where they trigger the effect of the chamber they land on. I think you have a thief.
I do not.
Oh, shoot. Alright, so let's see what happens. So, one adventurer takes 1 damage. Let's keep that in mind in case we have to deal some damage. Or more damage, I should say. Alright, do this. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so Lightning Spire, so you're going to trigger. So you can choose whether or not you want to deal 2 damage or take 2 mana there, Dave.
Mr. Manley.
Okay. And then who's going to take the 1 damage? Okay. JJ's roll. 11 for JJ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Safe on Dave's spot. 9 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have a mage, I don't think, do I? Oh, I do. Nice. Oh, this was the chamber that I lost last time, wasn't it? Or no, I guess I lost the Poisonous Trap. Well, we'll be buying this one. Ooh, doubles. Why do you do this? Every now and then, Photoshop just does not like me. Alright, Kev, where's you at? 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Kev.
What
Of
is
course. You just lost an adventurer.
this? What?
Yep, it's the special one where if you roll an odd. So I'm
That
guessing you want
bullshit is
Pytha?
rigged.
Do you want to go to an entrance?
Now, click. Yeah.
Let's go in there real quick. I have a feeling
Whatever
our team is
track
not going to
has
win.
So, do I get to pick what entrance?
Yeah, I think so in this case.
So, which track has the most amount of rooms to unveil?
The blue track.
Yeah, let's go there then.
There. And that's also pretty safe too because I have a lot of the spaces on there. Okay, and Dave, you've got a 3 roll. So Dave, I think you were going up and down, so now you're going to the left, right? 2, 3. This is a warrior chamber. This is the least healthy adventurer. And I think you have a warrior, so you can buy this one if you want for 2 mana. Okay. Down there, take away 2 mana. I feel like the one thing about this mode is you stay alive longer. And I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be the opposite way. Alright, we're going to do this real quick. We're going to give JJ 3 mana because he's going to pass the entrance. And then we'll figure out the rest whenever he lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the one that Dave just landed on, Shadow Door. You do have the mana now, and you have a Thief still, so you can buy this one if you like.
Sure do.
Yeah, that one is not our track, Kev. So I think I am now going south. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. Let's see just how rigged it is, Kev.
Oh no.
Ah! Well, at least I had a guy who was already on their way out, pretty much.
Yo, it's rigged.
I don't have a lot of faith in us winning this game.
Well, you still have 2. You're good.
Yeah. Alright, so 7 for you, Kev. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You landed on mine, so you're safe. And that's a good one to have, too. 6, Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what you've unveiled, Dave. This one is Black Widow's Lair. Deal 1 damage to every male adventurer in the party. This chamber can only be claimed by female adventurers, and you do have a female adventurer, so you can buy that one, Dave.
I will.
Okay. So we'll just take away 1 mana from you. This one was a create a chamber for our one Kickstarter. Yeah, they're encroaching on us, Kev. I think we're running out of space too. 5 for JJ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Safe on his own spot. Alright, 4 for me. Where is I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Landed on my own space. Let me get myself mana. Kev. 10 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that is 18. Yes. Because you don't have a cleric anymore.
No.
Alrighty. One adventurer takes 1 damage. Next turn, the player rolls 1 die and moves that many spaces backward and distributes damage equal to their roll to their adventurers.
Oof.
That might be the end of you, Kev.
Oof.
Oh my god.
But it is going to be interesting what happens when like the haunting mechanic kicks in. Because I won't be affected by your haunts. So Dave, we're going to give you a mana real quick because I feel like my brain is starting to fail on me. And then let's go 10 spaces for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that one is 12, 13? 13. Alright, and Dave, you have a warrior. This is the Sludge Beast lair, or pit for just one.
Yep, away.
Okay. That one is 1 damage. Next turn, the player rolls only 1 die. So there's a lot of, like, slow down mechanics and stuff on this track. Oop, not 4. 5. Okay, so JJ roll. 6 for JJ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Safe on his own track, or his own teammate's chamber. 10 for me. And I think I'm going right now. Does that sound right to everybody? Am I going this
Yep.
way? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Safe on my own. Alright, Kev. Let's see. Bye.
So I gotta roll.
That's your 1 die backwards, and then you distribute damage.
Oh damn!
Yeah, you're done.
So that's a messed up card.
Yes, it is. That's one of the torture chambers. Let's hide that, otherwise I'll... Ronry. I'm so Ronry. Alrighty, let's change that to 0. You know what did it for us, Kev? It was that special card that Dave survived twice.
Yeah, it's rigged. I don't know how Dave rigged it, but it was rigged.
Okay, 8 for Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dave just got 3 mana. Yeah, and we kept a pretty steady stream of mana throughout the game too. JJ gets 9. Alright, I think you're shifting to our stuff as well now, JJ.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna says, here's a mana for being all sad and alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so you're in a warrior chamber. I don't know. Do you have any warriors? You do not. So let's give you your mana first. So that kind of comes in handy for you because if I'm not mistaken, that one is 1 damage if you don't have a warrior. So, yep, just 1 damage. So, who's taking that hit?
Whoever has Robin Hood.
Okay, so Robin Hood is down to 3. That's my roll. Let's see how nasty this gets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is restore 1 health to 1 adventurer, gain 1 mana. I feel like I've got enough mana for now, so let's do health. And take my mana from passing the entrance. Okay, and it's going to be Dave's roll. 7 for Dave. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Finally, something's coming up my way. Alright, Dave. So we're going to roll a die for you, and then the player is going to I am going to distribute that number as damage to your adventurers, and you're going to move that many spaces, triggering the effect of where you land. So 2. So let's do... damage to let's deal it to Atreus. And Dave, you're going to be moving to corruption, so you're going to be losing 1 of your chambers. fit real quick. You got a lot of chambers to lose. You got the Plague Rat Den that does 2, like 1 each. You've got the Abyssal Shade, which doesn't... That'll hit me hard because I don't have a Cleric. The Crusher, which for right now would only deal 1 damage. Snare Trap only deals 1 damage, and then you lose your turn if you have 3. Yep. Okay, JJ's turn. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Landed on Dave's chamber, so you're safe. Doubles for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's lose. Let's lose the one that's right in front of me. Give myself my 2 mana. You know what you should do with this mode is like a resurrect for your partner. So like if you get to a certain mana, you can bring back one of their adventures to full health or something. Doubles for Dave. Oh, you know what? Did I ever give myself the mana that Rihanna said?
No. I don't believe you did.
I don't think so either. I'm going to throw that in there.
Oh, Robertson threw.
Matt says, good mechanic. Or maybe it's not full health because certain adventurers are going to have way more health than the rest. Let's see, where are you, Dave? So you're going to land on this one. That'll be 12. Oh, a blessing for Dave. It really favors Dave today. Okay, JJ's got 7. That got scooched over. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one of mine. So one adventure takes 1 damage. Next turn, the player rolls 1 die and moves that many spaces backwards. Just a lesser version of the one that killed you, Kev. Let's do damage to Robin Hood. My roll. 4 for me. I'm on my chamber. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, roll for Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is one of the last ones that we've not unveiled yet. This is Hidden Catapults. Dave, do you have a thief? You do not have a thief. So one adventurer takes 2 damage. Move the player forward 5 spaces without triggering the effects of that room. So let's do 2 damage first. You got Luna, Etrius, and Eldon. Okay. We're doing 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out triggering, so you're okay. And I think, what do you guys think? I didn't have it as written on the card, so I think he gets the mana for passing the entrance. JJ moves 6. And that says yes, mana for passing. 6. And he lands on Kev's Red Dragon Lair, which already deals 3 damage, and if the player does not have a warrior, it deals 2 additional damage. So, and it's haunted, so it doubles. So you're losing one of your adventurers, Gerard.
Yeah. Well, take the one with least health.
Oh, you don't even get to choose.
Oh,
What do you think, Kev?
Let's
oh,
get
right,
rid-
the haunting.
Let's get rid of the elf sorceress.
Naralindra is going. Did you said the elf sorceress because you didn't think that you were going to be able to pronounce the name?
There's no way I'm saying that name.
All right, still in the game.
I'm still doing some shit. I'm still helping to click out.
Alrighty, we got 5 for me. I am moving down now instead of over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Landed on Dave's Abyssal Shade. Dave, this one is... I got rid of my cleric, of course. If the player doesn't have a cleric, the adventurer takes an additional damage and loses their next turn. So you can deal 2 damage to Kasakara or Kiris.
Kasakara.
Okay. So I don't even get a turn next turn. Oh, you know what I did that I did wrong, I think? I moved JJ forward instead of one guy backwards. C'est la vie. Alright, Dave, you are moving 4. And you're moving up now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the special again. So this is, you can get 4 mana or you can get 2 health.
2 health.
Okay. Who's getting your health?
Luna.
And JJ. One for JJ. You're moving up and down too now, I think. Oop.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, another. Kev, you're coming in clutch, man. One adventurer takes 2 damage. Next turn, the player rolls only 1 die. This is it, right? 4 damage, so.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
From the grave.
Sorry.
Avenge me,
Alright.
Dave. Avenge me.
Alright, this is going to be... and I'm on the up and down track that Gerard has, too, so that is a nasty haunt. Oh, you know what?
I have to move.
Yep. Alright, so Dave, we're moving you 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You landed on mine, so this one was choose to either deal 2 damage to one adventure or lose 2 mana. So we'll just deal 2 damage. To Etrius. Okay, and now it's my roll. 6 for me. I said 6 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I landed on one of Dave's. Pickledorf says Flaming Dwagon. Dude, quick glance. It really do look like Dave cheated. Alright, Dave. 2 adventurers take 1 damage, so you don't even have to make a choice. I lost Kasakara. And we'll see if Kiris can keep me going. I don't believe so. Stranger things have happened. Dave moves 6, but you're moving sideways now, right?
Total Chipotle locations in the U.S. as of last year.
I feel like it's got to be a lot, right?
Got to be a ton.
Matt says 1,237. I think it's 5 figures. I think
I
it's
don't think. I think it's at least 6,000.
yeah.
I was going to say 757.
I'm gonna say 937. All right, so Dave, this one is one adventure takes one damage. It's a little weaky guy.
Only
And-
3,600.
Well, it was still a lot.
I feel like, wow. All right, fair enough.
It's like one of the best like
Yeah,
stocks
they're
that you can
everywhere.
have, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 6 for
What's
me.
the second part of the card?
Oh, next turn you roll one die backwards. I'll try and remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I landed on JJ's. I think this might kill me.
No.
Yep, I got to move ahead 3 spaces and trigger the effect. And unless... Oh, but I own it, so I'm safe. So I am down to 1 hit point.
There's still a chance.
Mm-hmm. And let me give myself my mana that I absolutely need. Matt says, what is the only state that can be typed on one row of a keyboard?
Oh, that's easy. It's Alaska.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right, 1 backwards, Dave. So 3, so you land on your own, you lucky dog. The state of QWERTY. Let's see what I do. Is this the one that kills me?
Oh, that's such a hard
3,
question.
4, 5.
Combined runtime in minutes of Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
337 minutes.
I actually like that answer. I think it's a little more, but
Woo!
Yeah. 366.
That's not bad. All right, 3 more health. Kev, the card came in.
Okay.
It's like I didn't cheat. How dare you? Okay, and die for Dave. 5 for Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Dave, you've got 2 mana at least, but you could have 3 mana or 2 mana and a heal.
Heal.
Okay. Is it going to go to Luna or Etris? Etris, you say?
Since you keep focusing.
That's true. Just trying to get you to have 1 person down before I die. Alright, 5 for me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I only get to take 1 damage there because I don't have 2 adventures, so that's nice. I like it when semantics go my way. Doubles for Dave. Dave's up to 15 mana.
He needs to start landing on some bad shit.
He landed on the fireball. The fireball didn't do anything to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, he landed on some bad stuff. All right, Dave. Which chamber would you like to lose?
What's that little oozing dude?
The Sludge Beast.
Yeah, I can't read
Yeah.
That's part of that.
1 adventure takes 1 damage. Next turn, the player only rolls 1 die.
Yeah, you can get rid of that.
Dunk. Alright, 8 for me. I said for me. Not whatever that is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and is this the one that kills me? 1 damage, and then I lose my next turn, but it's 2 damage because of JJ's haunt.
Oh my god.
Okay, and
Alright, Dave needs to land on a haunting card. He needs to land on something that kills an adventurer here. We need something.
yeah, Dave is still at full party. What the heck is up there? What is that? Just the letter V hanging out up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the catapult. Dave can't do anything there. So that was 2 damage to one of his adventurers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my chamber that can't do anything. Oh, you know what? This is an important question. When a hidden catapult goes off like that, does that count as him landing, and does he need to switch tracks?
I think we've been doing it for switch tracks.
You said no or yes?
We did it last time.
Oh, okay. All right, so you'll be going up and down. Which person's taking 2 damage, Dave?
Luna.
And Dave's up to 17 mana. He can pretty much do whatever he wants to with his mana. And I lose my turn. So Dave, 4 for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, you can heal Luna or Etrius if you want.
Heal entries.
Did Dave pay Google off for these rolls? Can't trust those accountants.
Oh, you know what? You won't get the mana. Alright, this might be it. 1 life left. Oh, and I don't have Casakara to re-roll for me either. So if this goes pear-shaped, and it does because I don't have... Wait. I do have a thief. Yes! Still alive. I thought that was a cleric room. So that is 5 mana that I have to spend.
Worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oop, cannot duplicate the layer. Well, that's great because I wasn't trying to. Did I give myself the mana? I don't think I did. I think I just took it away from myself. Doubles for Dave. This one went on for a little while.
So much mana.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hey Cav. 3 damage. If Dave doesn't have a warrior, 5 damage. So you can deal 6 damage.
Okay, 6 damage. Let me see what we got going on here. We got... Let's take out the gnome. Oh, they're both gnome warriors. Let's take out Eldon.
Okay. Yay!
Okay.
Now when I lose next turn, it won't be as nasty. 8. Yeah, I think that might be it. I think I'm going to land on the snare trap.
No.
No, I landed on the yellow guy. Well done, Dave and JJ.
It was all Dave.
Oh,
Hey, you got me with like 3 haunted rooms in a row, it felt like.
Still all Dave.
Well done, folks. Thank you for trying
I
this
did
new mode out
more.
with me. We
I
just did
worked
more
well.
dead. Let's do a chamber count real quick. So coming in with 3 chambers each was the 2 guys who died first. Dave ended up with 4, 5, 6 chambers, and I had 5 chambers. Right?
listen,
Yeah.
it's not all bad, Mike. I won my 3-pick parlay today.
Woohoo! And you also got to see a sweet dark fantasy version of the Corporate Click logo.
Yo, I love that logo so much.
Mm-hmm. And I really do think Accounting Pros is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the heck is going on up here. Got all this Discord stuff. Ooh. So Matt has been making a map, and we're going to show that off for everybody. Dave said the initial team name was Swan Dive off of 7. I don't need that roll anymore.
Definitely better.
I'll get ChatGPT to make that logo up for you next. Matt, this is really good.
Good looking Matt.
Yeah, that does look good.
So this is the tavern up here. This is like the bed area. I like it. Good job, Matt. It's going to be the 4th map in our first adventure. All right. Anybody want to throw anything else out there before we drop off the stream?
ThatNerdyKev.com, AwesomePodcast.com, AvatarStateRadio.com, GetEmNextYear.com, TELUS.com, ThatEntertains.com.
You're just the link machine. And don't worry, before I close out, we're going to go to the show closing page. Anything from you, Dave? And JJ?
Go to GoFundMe.com/GetDaveAMic.
Dave likes his stick mic. Ms. Ree says Tales of Tellust on TikTok and Insta. Alright, and we are going to real quick go over to our show closing page. So folks, on the screen right now, you should see all the places that you can find Tellus content out there on the internet. Tellus.com is a great first place to start because it will bring you to all the other projects that we work on. We also have 3 map-specific, like for tabletop, websites that you can go to. Patreon.com/Tellust is where you can go to get all of our maps in digital form on a monthly basis, between $5 and $10, whatever tickles your fancy. If you want high-res gridded and gridless or variants, we also have BattleMapFantasy.com, which will bring you to our drive-through RPG page, and that will bring you kind of digital but a la carte. So if you only want like 1 or 2 maps at a time, you can get them there. We have 200 plus items on drive-through RPG now, so get your map stuff there. Tellus.etsy.com is where you can get physical versions of our maps. We just got the capability to bring them back this week, so definitely get involved in that if you want some awesome like 18 by 36-inch maps for your tabletop campaigns. We have 2 TikTok channels that you want to check out. At Tales of Tellus is where you can see our dogs. At Weird Witch Wands is where you can find Brianna's handcrafted one-of-a-kind goodies. She's got a lot of cool stuff for that coming once she gets over the shingles. And then we got 2 video channels for you to check out. YouTube.com/@WorldOfTellust is where you're going to be able to where you're going to be able to see all of our content after it's knocked off the Twitch platform after the 1 month that it's up or whatever. But twitch.tv/ThatTellus guy is the only place where you can come check us out live, earn your quest coins, find someone to sponsor on Quantum Quest, all that good stuff. And then soon we'll have a 3rd video channel up there because we will be bringing the That's Entertainment YouTube onto this show closing page as well. We've got, I think, 3 weeks before we are bringing that channel back in a fun new way. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to my lovely guests. Thank you, Dave, for spanking me. I didn't realize that I was into that, but I am. But until next time, we'll miss you.